morning, we're happy to have ReJoyce from ReJoyce Financial with us. He's the guy that we ask all the financial questions to. You're an investment guy, and you can start off with people with very little money to invest and offer exponential growth.
That is true. That is true. I mean, I've decided early in my career. I've owned the practice now, George, 11 years, and I've been in finance since I was 18. So it's been a long time. But you know, it's interesting that I've never in my practice, and some of my colleagues just are amazed by it, but I've never put a minimum for someone. You know, certain firms, if you hear it on the radio or you hear it on TV, that you have to have $1 million to invest, or very common is $500,000 or more, we can help you do this. Well, you know, the truth is, for a lot of those types of campaigns, or a lot of those investments and a lot of those strategies, really we can start a client out with very little money. What I mean by very little money, we have clients that have literally started with us 10 years ago that invested $100 per month. Right? They've established in their career. They're in a different place now. It's been a decade, and their portfolios are over 6 figures. Right? And I think that the goal is, and it's very common, the goal is everybody wants to grow, but not too many people really know how to get there. Not many people, the stock market is there, but people really just don't know how to get involved in it, right? I mean, you have crypto questions. You have, what is an ETF? What is a mutual fund? What is a stock? How do I buy one? Who should I get? Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, Fidelity. Everybody's kind of pulling at you. And so we're there to help and guide and educate.
And it really is important when you're young to hook up, whether it's ReJoyce Financial or somebody else, with a financial advisor who can help you out.
It's so true. You know, and some people think that most people have never yet met with an advisor, even nearing retirement. Bigger number, of course, when you're in your 20s and 30s, and I think that that's the most crucial time to do so. We look at those that have had advisors for 30 and 40 years versus those that have advisors when they choose an advisor in their mid-60s. I mean, there is a difference there, George. And I think that the hard part is choosing the advisor. The hard part is picking up the phone, right, and taking that leap of faith and actually calling and scheduling a meeting. You know, and I think one of the misconceptions is, what does it cost? With our practice, it doesn't cost anything. Right. How much do I have to have? Well, with our practice, you really don't have to have anything. What should I bring? Well, we know that things are scattered out sometimes, and you really don't maybe have much, and that's okay too. And so I think that working with someone at an early age, guiding them through the financial cycle, if you will, hitting those milestones along the way is huge. And they just need somebody to hold their hand to do it.
And you've got a team to hold everybody's hand. Tell me about the pieces to ReJoyce Financial.
Yeah, we're holistic. And what does that mean? We're full service. What does that mean? We've got a handful of advisors. I mean, we're a staff of over 20, right? And so we've got a big building downtown Carmel. We do the same thing here. We do it in Bloomington. We do it in Lafayette. We do it in Terre Haute. So we're across the state. But, you know, we've got estate planners. We've got attorneys in our office, right? There's several. We've got CPAs and tax planners in our office. There's several. We've got all the pieces. We're doing our clients' taxes. We're setting up wills. We're setting up trusts. We're administrating estates. We're doing business valuations. We're building LLCs. We're managing assets. That, to me, is full service when you can come to a practice with your questions. Lots of people want to start a business. They don't know how. Lots of people want to start a business, but they don't know the tax side. They don't know how. And so getting the advice on all facets and every piece of financial life, it's here. It's with ReJoyce Financial.
Well, I want to ask you a general question about nervousness right now.
Sure.
We've got inflation.
We do.
And the next step after inflation is the Fed's obviously going to have to tighten up on the money supply.
Right. Yeah.
So how nervous should I be, and what steps should I be taking?
That's true. You should be nervous. Right. Some people are looking at their money every day, and you should be nervous. You should shift that risk to an advisor such as myself that has experience and has been here before, knows how that economic cycle works, knows what the peaks and troughs of the overall economy looks like, knows how these decisions affect GDP, right? And we can make decisions based off of facts and data as opposed to emotion, because that's how most people react. That is very important. And so I think the first step people need to do is just call us, right? 317-903-9157. Go to our website, ReJoyceFinancial.com. Take that leap of faith. Put a little bit of trust in us. Give us a little bit of time, right? And see if we can make a difference.
He's ReJoyce. He could take my job, but he's got his. Here on Life.Style.Live, we're really happy you could be with us today,
Alex.
Alex.
My pleasure.